Hi guys, Ursadia here, and I'm back with another K-pop reaction video. It's been a while, but I've been kind of swamped with finals and like my classes switching online and stuff, but I decided to take a little break from all of my finals and projects and stuff to react to this group because they're one of my favorite groups, and that is ASTRO. They just had their new comeback, and it is for their new mini album called Gateway, and their title song is called Knock, which is what I will be reacting to, and I'm super excited. They're one of my favorite groups, and I've seen the teaser for it, and the teaser had me really shook, so I'm really excited to see what they bring to the table this time. So, let's get into it. Well, that's kind of a cool way that they did the Astro sign. Oh, Unu looks so good. I love Unu so much. Oh, he's too good looking. I like how it has this kind of like soft, melodious vibe. I like the little bit of MJ falsetto there. Ooh. Was not expecting a rap part that soon, but that was good. The chorus has a nice beat to it. I like Rocky's really like chill, like rap style. The song, I can see, can be very catchy. If you were to listen to it a few times, I feel like it would then get stuck in your head. And the lead into the chorus is really nice. Yes, Rocky. Yeah, like this part is like super catchy. The dance looks really nice. It's like slightly sexy, but it seems to also really fit with the song. Oh yes, Jin. I know I say this almost every single time, but I really love when Jin and Rocky do like the back and forth rap parts. Oh, the part was in the teaser and like Rocky goes like that and I can't handle it. That's disrespectful and I 100% approve of it. I really like their outfits. The outfits look very crisp and kind of almost uniform-like, but not entirely. Oh, and it's too good looking. Oh, the high-waisted pants. Oh. 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 I was not expecting that little bit at the end. Okay, so I actually really enjoyed that. This is what I would say is a very, like, Astro-like song. Like, I feel like Astro is very good about just having songs that, like, really fit who they are as a group. And I like how lately they've been experiencing with, like, more mature like kind of concepts, but they're doing it in a way that still stays true to their roots, and they're very good at doing like the more like kind of like softer kind of sexy rather than like the in your face. So I thought that this was like really good for them, that it's kind of still a song that really shows off their vocals, and it's kind of like a bit softer, more melodious than like maybe like a different group, or like even like comparing it to like Blue Flame. Blue Flame I'd say was a bit more of like a stereotypical like boy group K-pop song, whereas this I feel is more their vibe, where it still like has that maturity to it, but it's still like a bit softer. It still has like a bit of freshness with like how they dress and kind of like their concept and stuff. So I really like that part. I really like the set of like where they were. Like they were in very simple sets for the most part, but they just seemed so like kind of magical. Like when they had like the moon or like the planets and stuff. I thought that was like really, really cool to take kind of like this dark black room with like maybe some like water at the bottom, and then just to like make it special by having like the planets and stuff. I thought that really kind of like made for an interesting feel of like having it be very simplistic yet kind of like fantasy like at the same time. So I really thought that was like a cool vibe, and I really, really liked the song. The chorus, like I said while watching it, like it's definitely one where like it's catchy. Like the repetition of the knock, 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 like will get in your head. Like it's playing on repeat in my head right now. So that I can definitely see would be catchy, but because like the rest of the song is a bit softer, I feel like it's not the type of catchy that you would hate. I think it's the type of catchy that it would just make you want to listen to the song once or twice. But I thought it was really, really good. I thought it was interesting. Like I was not expecting Jin Jin to have a rap part like right before the first chorus. That kind of threw me off. So I thought that was really cool to kind of give like the rappers like just really small parts right before the chorus. I thought that was kind of interesting because you have like the vocalist kind of doing like the lead into a chorus, so you think like, okay, after they're done with the lead in, it's going to go straight into the chorus, but then instead you have like a small little rap part and then the chorus. So I thought that was like kind of interesting way to kind of have it. And then they had like obviously like the longer rap parts. I like towards the end how like Jin Jin and Rocky did their back and forth. I've mentioned it in some of my past Astro reactions, that I, in general, in K-pop, I do like when like rappers rap back and forth, but I have said that my favorite like rappers who do that are Rocky and Jin Jin, because they just have such good chemistry. I feel like their voices kind of match really well with each other. So I always like when they have like back and forth parts in the rap. So I was really happy to see that be brought back in this. Vocally, I thought they did a really good job. I really liked how MJ kind of had those like almost like, I part of me wants to call it his falsetto because it's so high, but then part of me is also like that's probably just his normal range, just because he has such a high register. But his like higher parts at the beginning before the chorus, I really, really liked that part, and that part really stood out to me. The bridge with having like Sanha and Unwoo kind of like having that like moment, especially with like the choreography, I thought that was like really cool, and it kind of reminded me of the choreography part in All Night where like Unwoo is like kind of like has his back to the audience and he's like kind of like hugging Rocky and he says like such a good night. It kind of reminded me of that choreography piece, except with Sanha instead of Rocky, who Unwoo was hugging. So I thought that was kind of interesting and kind of like tied it back to some of like their older songs. So I thought that was interesting, and also having like Moonbin up on that like kind of like platform and then having like the kind of moon behind it reminded me of like Blue Flame when he has like the giant moon behind him and like the wolf and stuff. So I thought it was like interesting that it did kind of tie back to the other two music videos. So I thought that was really, really cool, the way that they did that. And overall, I just thought they did great. I really loved their looks this comeback. Typically there's always like one guy who I might not like his hair, might not like his outfit, but I actually was really okay with like all of their outfits and stuff. I loved Rocky's pink hair. I was super excited when I saw that he had pink hair, and I was super excited that mine's kind of washing out, but I was super excited to have like at least like light pink hair with him. So I thought that was kind of like fun and interesting. But I really liked Jinjin with like the blonde hair. I love Jinjin when he's blonde. And like MJ had like a bit longer hair and it was kind of like messy, and I really thought that was a good look on him. Like he's typically a bit more well kept, but I really liked how they did his hair this time around. And their outfits, like I said, were kind of like uniformish, but not entirely. So I thought that was kind of like interesting. And they all looked really, really good in it. And I feel like they weren't like too flashy. They were just kind of right. Like they were formal, but they were kind of like understated. And I think that really went well with the vibe of the song, because the vibe of the song was kind of mature, but in a more softer sense. So I really thought that the stylist did a great job, and I thought that they all looked really good. Whichever stylist decided to put Unwoo in those high-waisted black pants, I would like to thank them, because his waist looks snatched, and like he normally looks snatched, but I was like, oh, damn. So I was just super, super pleased with how they all looked. I really liked the tone of the song and the style, and just the song in general. Like ASTRO's always been one of my favorite groups because they consistently put out really good music, and they change it up enough while keeping to who they are as artists. So I really, really like that. So I definitely recommend you guys check it out. I will leave a link to the music video in the description below if you would like to check it out for yourself. Let me know down in the comments below what you thought of the song. If you didn't like it, maybe say why. If you have any recommendations of things for me to react to, leave them down below, and I will hopefully try to get around to it if I can. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you would like to see more content, whether it's K-pop reaction videos, or I just launched a new series that I'm starting about otome games and otome shows called Otomania, so if you would like to check that out, I would really appreciate it. But anyways, I hope you all have a wonderful day. Love you. Bye.